Welcome to Margaret Tone Newz. It's a special edition. I wanted to say XRP is going to be going up. So I just wanted to make it known on my channel that, let's see, I helped my mom buy some XRP, so I was happy that my mom was able to buy some, and then I tried to help another friend buy some, but it wouldn't work. And now I have found another friend that said she was going to buy it, so I was really happy about that. Yeah, it's just more fun to do it together. So, I'm supposed to give the old disclaimer about financial advice. So I'm hoping I can go one step beyond this disclaimer and just say that these are only my harebrained ideas. Well, they're not really, but I don't know. Just don't take my financial advice, whatever you do, because it's not financial advice. N-O-T, not. Anyway, I just feel so peaceful right now. But I wanted to make a video because I made one way when I started, and I said, XRP is going to go up, and it is going to go up. And that video had some pretty red leaves in the background. And in this video, I have beautiful chime candles for people to see. And I also wanted to make investing more of a feminine friendly thing, and also more friendly and soft, because the bottom line is that I am going to make money because I bought some XRP. So yeah, I expect that it will go up. I think my exit strategy, well, yeah, I don't really have a clear exit strategy, but I think if I wanted to make my maximum value, I would wait till, I think it's 2021 to sell it. Pretty sure that's what I wrote down. So, imagine it'll start going up. It might start going up now, but yeah, it is 2021. Oh my God, I'm pretty sure. God, this video is going to be ruined. Okay, I'm going to just post the video. That's what I'm going to do. And then I'll put it in the title, the year that I know that it's going to go up. So just for kicks and jollies, that's the year that I'm saying it's going to go, start really spiking. So then, yeah, I was saying that I think investing can be a lot more woman-friendly and more softer and sweeter. Because I think that the bull symbol and the bear symbol, I think a person can make up any symbol they want, really. It doesn't have to be those two symbols. It could be like the unicorn and the snail. I like that. I think I'm going to use that. The unicorn and the snail. The unicorns are flying. Or, the snails are slipping along, and now they're starting to slide down the hill. Right? Why not? Yeah, I just think that personally, I'm telling every friend I can and any family member that will listen. There's the key there with family members. My mom did, so she'll make money. I think she bought like $300 worth when it was 30 cents when I was telling her, now's the time. So she'll probably make 10 times her money at least. So that makes me feel good. So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to put it out there as, something that I'm doing and sharing my personal investment journey. Being able to make a little bit of money by making an investment, and then not getting on every YouTube and watching everything about XRP. That's my chime candle making a little fizzy noise. That's good. It's the green candle for money. So yeah, I just want to share that I know personally for myself that I'm going to make money on XRP. So I don't need to obsess about, if somebody starts a rumor about XRP. To me, that's actually nice because it brings that into the consciousness. I think that's kind of the point of the rumors, actually, is the real reason why people make rumors is because they want, and who knows, maybe it's like the best friend of the person that is getting rumored. Maybe it's like, hey, let's start a rumor about you and then you'll be more visible and you'll get more, you might go down initially, but it's kind of like the credit rating, right? If you do anything, it's like sometimes it makes your credit rating go down just a tad, but then it'll go back up just because you've done something to it. I don't know. Anyway, I just want to say that, I'm pretty confident about the unicorn. I like that, but I'm like, no, maybe not snails. Like the unicorn and maybe, what do you call those? Gargoyle. Maybe it's the gargoyle. I don't know. But I just don't want to do bulls and bears just because everyone's doing bulls and bears. I'm like, no. And I was trying to figure out how to do it. And then I figured out, all you have to do is just like put the investment in. And I wish I knew all the fancy stuff, like the candlesticks is like, there's so much even more sophisticated stuff now, but I don't even know how that would work. So I'm just doing it like the old-fashioned way, where you just stick the money in there and let it sit there until, But since I know when XRP is going to go up, I feel okay about that. And then I don't need to worry about it. It's like I've put it in the oven. I've put that cake in the oven, I've turned it on to 350 degrees. I've made sure and greased the pans and blah, blah, blah. So, set the timer, and when and the timer, that's it, because I was thinking, go by the price, but no, it's not by the price, it's by the time, that's what I'm doing it by, is the calendar, and I'm using astrology to figure out, when is a good time to take it out, because I've seen all those price predictions, and maybe they can tell by the sophisticated means that they have all these weird programs that are like way beyond candlesticks. Pardon the pun here with my candles. But anyway, yeah. So it's like beyond the candlesticks, and so maybe they can tell, but I'm kind of thinking, how would anybody know how much it's going to go up? And I'm not willing to spend another 30 hours trying to figure that out. I guess I'm just not. I know I'll make money, so that's good enough. It doesn't have to be perfect. As long as I'm doing something, that's the beauty for me anyway. And now I'm making an offering on YouTube so that some other people who, you know, don't have that kind of a personality, and then, you know, I don't want to think about bulls and bears and, you know, that personality that gets on the YouTube and is just like, I'm just like, no, investing can be fun. It doesn't have to be like somebody's, you know, electrocuting you and you feel like you're just, you know, you can just put your investment in and then just forget about it. As long as you don't forget when it's time to take it out of the oven. Well, anyway, my water. I also wanted to mention about veganism. I decided to be a vegan after I heard the medical medium Anthony William. He was on his pet show on SoundCloud. He was talking about he was talking about his dog, and then he had a really sweet story on there about his dog. But then he said that dogs have a 40. He said that dogs have 40 different types of hydrochloric acid in their stomachs, and humans only have 7 different types of hydrochloric acid, which is why they can digest meat and we really can't. And I wanted to say that I really want to start doing more videos about veganism, and yeah, I think it's important, especially now that, you know, people are really eating a lot of meat. And I was born and raised on meat, really. And then, so yeah, being a vegetarian, I didn't even know there was such a thing until I was a teenager, and I was like, whoa. And the ones that we had around were just really stringy and super skinny and high wired. I mean, wired. They were wired for sound, I'm telling you. And some of them turned orange because they drank so much carrot juice. Yeah, I saw them with my own 2 eyes. They drank so much carrot juice that they would turn orange. That was back in the 70s. So, yeah, I just figured, you know, vegetarians are just flat out weird. Anyway. And so, yeah, I have all the medical medium's books now, and he suggests a lot of foods to eat, and not once does he ever suggest eating meat. He never talks about the health benefits of chicken. He never talks about, you know, it's pure veganism is what he talks about. He doesn't ever say that, and he never says, he's just so encouraging to people that eat anything, like meat or anything. He never says, you know, don't eat meat. He doesn't say that. But he does have a video on a show on SoundCloud. Excuse me. About, what was that? Oh, food poisoning. In which he rants on like a crazy man. That's what I love about him. He's very passionate. And he rants on and on about, you know, food poisoning and people in the emergency room, and they get like that severe food poisoning from eating meat. So he kind of hedges around the subject. But who could blame him either? Because, the meat industry probably, who knows, he might die of an accidental death. If you know what I mean. I don't know. I'm not saying that for, absolutely sure, but you never know. Personally, I'm just saying I don't trust the meat industry at all. So, anyways, it's like I woke up. That's what happened. It was like I was in this weird lull, trying to figure out in this foggy haze, and then when I heard his show about animals, it was his pet show, actually, and he was talking about his dog and how he jumped in the water to save his dog, and he told this beautiful story about his dog, and then he was talking about the dog's stomach has 40 different types of hydrochloric acid, as yet undiscovered by science. He tells us about things that science hasn't discovered yet, and they're going to discover soon. Well, it's not even going to be that soon. He's like, sometimes he says, like, it's a decade away or like 30 years away until they figure it out. And then he says, well, who has decades to wait when you're sick now? And I'm like, you got that right. And, yeah, I had some really bad experiences with doctors personally. So, yeah, I'm just trying to make myself healthy somehow. So, yeah. But anyway, I want to say that I woke up. I mean, I had been consulting with a friend that was telling me, like that meat is actually so good for you, and she was just really hammering on about meat and bragging about eating bacon in the morning, and then, after it was it was just like that millisecond that he was talking about the hydrochloric acid in the dog's stomach is like they have 40 different types and we only have 7 different types. When he said that in that show, it was just like the light bulb went off in my head, and I was like, oh my God, we're not meant to eat meat. It's just, and then it's just like that moment is when I quit. Yeah, it was, because I don't think I even ate any meat that day, and then the next day I was like, no way, I'm not touching that again. Yeah. I don't know. It's like, I remember I did have some sardines after that, but then I thought, should I even say that on my show? But I think I should. I don't want to be a militant vegan, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain it. That's why I wasn't sure if I want to say. It's hard to explain it because it's not like a free license to just run around eating sardines all the time. I don't know if I'll ever have sardines again. Probably not. Because after I ate them, I was like, oh God, my stomach hurts. Yeah, but I haven't even eaten eggs. Geez, it's been years now after I found out how bad eggs are for you, and I always wondered why I would swell up so bad when I ate eggs. Because I was always like, if they have 70 calories, why am I swelling up so big? I'm like, maybe it's really 1,000. Nobody knows. I'm like, oh my God. And then I had, my friend Rose told me, she said, she was reading the Medical Medium book. And I said, well, I don't have money to buy that right now. Why don't you just tell me one thing? She's like, well, don't eat eggs because they make cysts in the body. I was like, great. I never ate another egg after that. I was like, oh my God, the cat is out of the bag now about eggs for me. Anyway, I'm chewing my nails. How horrible on my show. Yeah, I just wish I would have known about being a vegan. Like, I guess I envy my vegetarian friends that have been vegetarians all their lives. But I remember, I think I was like 2 and 3 years old, and my dad would go to the store, and I'd be waiting there for him waiting for that liverwurst. We didn't have fruits and vegetables. I mean, it was just meat and fish and eggs and cheese and space bars. They had this fake food. It was space bars, and it came in like a package, and it was like this stick of some strange food. It probably wasn't really food, but anyway, I'm trying to heal myself now from that decades of indigestible crap that I was eating. I used to even eat Doritos, my God. And one day I read the back and I really got it. I was like, oh my God, I'm eating chemicals. Nice. That's what I thought to myself. Maybe someone else would read the back of the Dorito chip bag and say, oh, what an interesting array of letters. Oh my God, let me eat these as fast as I can. I think they have like 100,000 ingredients, or maybe it's like 1 million. I don't know. In today's economy, maybe it's like 1 billion. I have no idea. But one thing I did realize about reading the label is that there can be stuff in something that's not even listed on the label. Yeah. Yep. That's kind of scary, but I figured that out on my own. Actually, it started with salad dressing, because I thought, oh good, this salad dressing has no sugar. And then my friend read it, because we were on a picnic, and she said, oh yes, it has sugar. I was like, no it doesn't, I read it. And she goes, nope, read the ingredients. And I was like, what? It said 0 grams of sugar, but then in the ingredients, then they reveal the truth that there is sugar in there. So there you go. Anyway, thank you for watching Margaret Tone Newz. Got my ears re-pierced lately. Anyway, like me and subscribe me, or whatever you call it. I feel like I'm going to be ready to start having viewers here soon. But I'm only in my first year, so it's like we're still in the dreamy phase. We don't have to rush it. Okay, thank you for watching Margaret Tone Newz, and thank you for joining me tonight with the beautiful candles. Aren't they great? I just love them, especially these ones that I did. I put them on a piece of driftwood. Another thing I want to say is I hope I live long enough to have my Margaret Tone Newz here for 10 years at least. I'm hoping, I started this year and I'm 54, 64. Actually, I want to make it all the way through my 60s and all the way through my 70s. I know that's really greedy, especially since I was eating meat and cheese and whatnot for a long time. But, and from 1920 to 1930, now that's going to be some rough times, I think. I think it's going to be interesting. Yeah, actually, the 20s and then through the 30s. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with humanity. I think. I know it is. Yeah, I guess I'm a little psychic, but I don't really like to think of it as psychic. That's kind of weird. It's just like I just know things. Why does that have to be weird? I think a lot of people just know stuff. I mean, I don't know. Is it like the cultural brainwashing that stuff has to come from somewhere else to know it? What is that? Anyway, I appreciate you, my beautiful audience. And I do want to say I miss my little friend. I haven't seen her in a while. I hope she's doing well. I have been very busy and I felt guilty because I haven't popped over to say hi. So, anyway, I love you, my little friend. If you're watching, bye.